everybody! Oh, what does a roof look like? Hello, how are we doing, everyone? It's a month later. Okay, so we're going to post a video. So today, I'm literally just picking these weeks at random, guys. So I actually don't know where I am for most of the week, but I know where I am tomorrow. Okay, and I know where I am today. Today we are cleaning a block paved driveway. Okay. It's clay. It's a clay block paved driveway. I have never seen it, didn't bother going and have a look. I've done the quote via Google Earth, how I do most of my quotes. There's a lot of information out there saying that you shouldn't do that you need to visit every single job. Guys, I probably visit about 10% of the jobs that I quote. It's horses for courses, right? Everyone does things slightly differently. If it's easy and I'm near where it is, then I'll go and do it. But if it's not, then I'll just do it off of Google Earth. If you know how you're doing your pricing, like if you charge per square meter, then why do you need to go view it? Right? It's going to be swings and roundabouts, right? Sometimes you're going to get a job that's super straightforward, very easy day's work. They don't come around often, but maybe 1 in 10 jobs is like that, and it's just a breeze, and you've had a great day, right? Then 8 jobs, maybe 7 jobs even, are going to be, standard. It's a bit messy, a bit, annoying having to clean stuff up, parking's not great, all that sort of stuff. And then, 1 or 2 of those jobs out of 10 are going to be terrible, right? The drainage is going to be terrible. It's going to be the weediest driveway you've ever seen. There's going to be stains on it. There's going to be this, there's going to be that, blah, 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 right? It's just the way the cookie crumbles, guys. I hate that expression, but I'm going to say it again. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. Okay, some days you have great days, other days you have bad days. So if you're experienced and you know what you're doing, then why do you need to go view it, right? You should be prepared for anything that arises. So if it's terrible drainage, you should have a solution already in plan for terrible drainage, right? Okay. What is going to see it going to change? I see this sometimes, people giving people advice and saying, oh, you should go and view every single job, yada, yada, yada. I just don't believe in it, guys. I mean, like I said, I view probably 10%. If you're busy, right, if you actually do this for a living, right, and you're doing this sort of, 5-6 days a week, right, you haven't got time to go and do it. You haven't, right? If you're actually busy in this industry, you haven't got time to go and do it. You can't quote every single job. You can't. Why? Because sometimes it's a complete waste of time you going, right? You'll go there, scope the place out, and this happened to me many times. You scope the place out, you go, yeah, this is it. Oh, the drainage, yeah, it's going to drain that way. It's going to be a hard day's work, blah, blah, blah. You give them the price, and the customer looks at you and goes, I'm not interested. In fact, that's never happened to me. But, it's a possibility. It's a possibility, right? And I have gone, full hog and done everything I need to do, really examined, got really close to the block paving and like, yes, this is a block, and did it help me get the job? No. Because some customers just literally want to know the price to see if it's in their budget. They don't even care about your credentials. They don't care if you're any good. Some people just search on Google, right? And they go, this company's got 5 stars, lots of reviews, people saying they're good. I'll just pay whatever he charges. And that is the truth. That is literally the truth. I've done it, right? I wanted a plumber a while ago. Do you think that they came round and scoped out my boiler and all the rest? Of course they didn't. Of course not. They just turned up, right? After I paid, well, not after I paid them, they turned up, and afterwards I paid them. So yeah, I mean, if you're brand new to the industry, then yeah, go have a look, right? Because you haven't got a clue. But if you've been doing it a while, then no, you don't have to, right? And if you want to, there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm saying you don't have to. Even roof cleans, guys, I don't even go and view them. Most of the time I don't, right? I just give them a price. And I'll work it out when I get there. It's incorporated in the price. If they want to pay it, they pay it, Now, there is something to be said for going there and meeting a customer, right? Because, you get to meet them, they get to see that you're a real human being and that you're not a complete moron. You're not turning up and going, oh, what does a roof look like? As I'm sure some of you do. Oh man, I know a lot of you are going to tune out now. Me just laughing in the van, right? But anyway, going back, I'm off on a tangent here, right? This week, what we got planned, right? We're cleaning a block paving. I think it's all week. Today, I'm cleaning a clay block paved driveway. Steam is excellent on that because they're essentially bricks, clay bricks, not so much blocks. So it does an excellent job cleaning it. However, this one is just too weedy. I'll be wasting my time putting steam down on it. I need to get the weeds out, so it's turbo nozzle all the way. Turbo all of the way. No, let me do that again. Turbo. No, I've had it up to here with Turbo Man. Turbo Man. Maybe that should. I'll tell you what. If anyone's looking to set up, right, a new pressure washing business, call yourself Turbo Man. Oh my God! By gum, I've done it. Can you see I've cleaned that, but it still looks very dark all around here. Up towards the top there, it's a lot cleaner, but the chemical will get that off. Steam would also get that off for sure, but I'm not going to use steam today, not for not for a small block paved driveway. So You run out of fuel. Yeah, there's some in there. Let's go fuel. Fuel goes in there. Right, so this is what we've got to clear up. Just a mess. Disgusting. Right, it's everywhere. It's all going in the customer's green bin. It's just grass and mess basically, so that's it done. It's not perfect, but it's so much better. All the weeds and such have gone. Fantastico. I'm not going to clean this little bit on the curb side here because all the tarmac's coming away because it's very old. So I'm going to leave that. There, I'll get one from over here. There we go. Job done. Alright then guys, we're now on to our next couple jobs for the day before we wrap up. Billericay is a place, by the way. It's a bit It's a funny sounding place, but it's a place in Essex, just in case you're from the US. I'm not going to go meet someone called Billericay. When I first heard the name, I was like, what? It's like the name Ricky Bobby. So I will just show you a quick glance of these driveways. I mean, I'm just going to be sanding them, I'm not going to be washing them, so I suppose it's not that interesting to watch. But I'll also show you a roof that I cleaned, which was next door to the first job I'm heading to now. That's the roof I cleaned. Looking good, right? Very clean. That was about 2 weeks ago, I guess. So the chemical's still going to be working on it. I did put biocide on it, so it takes a while. I mean, you probably can't see it from here, but there's some dots in places and stuff like that. But overall, it looks really good, doesn't it? Looks great. It looks great. So I'm going to be resanding this. I mean, the car is parked there, so I'm going to have to leave them with like a half bag of sand and just say sorry. But I'll do all this bit. But they did say there'd be no one here. I'm going to clear out these gutters as well. There's something I forgot to do. It was part of the quote. So I'm going to clear out these gutters at the front here. There's this, those up there, one on this side over here, and then there's a couple at the back. So I'm not going to film none of that because gutter clearing as a film is very incredibly boring. So I'm just going to do it, and it's awkward to get camera footage anyway. So I'm just going to do it. But I will show you sanding, show you me sanding, show me you sanding. Job done, marvellous, fantastic, everyone's happy. We're off to the next one, bye bye. Alright, on the third and final job, I've already sanded this path here. Okay, I'll time lapse the rest of this, but you can see clean this block paving. I've cleaned this before once a year ago or something like that, just over a year ago, but it gets really dirty because there's so many trees and stuff. If you look, last job of the day finished. I'm on my way home now. Just to reiterate what I was saying earlier about the quoting, right? I'm not saying don't go and quote, right? It obviously, like, if you see any job where it's a little bit specialist, or you know you're not quite sure what to do, then obviously you'd go and have a look, right? They're the jobs that I go and have a look at, right? I just don't want people thinking I'm saying don't go and quote, because I know I'll probably get a bit of flack from it, but I do feel like it's a little bit of an old school way of thinking. I mean, we've got modern technology now that allows you, you know, the advantages, I suppose, of not having to go to every single job and have a look first, right? But I know there's old school people, old school's the best school is what a lot of people say. I don't think so. I mean, if it was, things wouldn't develop, would they? But anyway, you know, but then, you know, there's lots of things that people do out there in this industry that I don't do.
In a quarter of a mile,
some people
take the third exit onto Southend Road.
Some people still go around canvassing, as in they knock on people's doors and ask if they you know, want some work doing. I mean, me personally, right, that's old school, and I just completely don't agree with it. Right? I've never gone and knocked on someone's door and go, oh, could I clean your render? If someone done that to me, I'd tell them to go fuck themselves. You know, if you're sat at home watching TV and someone comes in and is trying to keep you on the doorstep, asking you whether you want your driveway cleaned. Oh, I've already measured it up and it's going to cost you 400 quid. No, thank you. No, thank you, mate. Yeah, keep walking. And then that, you know, if you're out there doing that canvassing, you're wasting your fucking time. Let's be real. I don't know. You know, to me as well, I mean, this is just me talking, right? And, you know, just my opinion on it, it seems desperate, right? If that is the way that you get work, if that's how you're marketing yourself, going around door to door, knocking and saying, oh, can I do a job for you? Oh, can I do a job for you? Oh, it's like you're begging for work, right? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Maybe I've got it all wrong. Maybe I need to see a professional who does it, like, you know, and he, you know, claims that they get a lot of work that way and all the rest of it. But I haven't ever even knocked on a neighbour's door, the next door neighbour, to ask if they want work. Never done it, right? Never ever. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm not. I'm just saying it. Me personally, I guess I don't have the confidence to do that, if that's what you want to call it. But you know, there's some people who swear by it. There are companies out there that you pay who go around canvassing for you.
In a quarter of a mile,
I mean, it's a modern world. I mean, they're going around canvassing on your behalf, right? Going door to door, like a door-to-door salesman, essentially. And they don't even know you. They don't even know if you're any good. I don't know. I really don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, if anyone's watching this video that does canvassing, you know, tell me where I'm getting this all wrong. Am I getting this wrong? Or, you know, just general audience, right? You're listening to me say all this, yeah? Do you like it when a stranger comes and knocks on your door and you can clearly tell they're trying to sell you something? No. Fuck no. No, thank you. Goodbye. I mean, it literally looks black. I mean, I'm not joking, guys. I mean, this is black. So hopefully it's going to be quite a decent transformation, but we're going to find out. All right, so I'm going to set you up and then we're going to go. then guys, so here we go. Bloody marvellous. Doing this for a while, whereas there's no better tool to do this than your hand. Right then guys, I hope you enjoyed that one. I thought it was a pretty great transformation. We will be back there tomorrow and I'll get it on film. I'm going to be back there tomorrow to re-sand it as long as the weather allows it. I looked at the weather forecast and said it's going to be dry, so hopefully I'll be back there tomorrow. Now that's in the afternoon, but in the morning we've got another job, which is to clean black limestone, a black limestone patio. Now they always lose their colour. I don't know why people are buying this stuff. Perhaps it's cheap, I don't know, but they lose their colour within a period of, like, I don't know, a year or two. They go from being completely black to being like this weird pale black grey colour. And I think a lot of customers, bloody hell, I think a lot of customers and people are hoping that when you clean it, it brings back that black colour, but it definitely doesn't. It does not do that, right? I've cleaned enough of them to know, right? It does not bring back that colour. Now there are restorers out there, right? Limestone restorers. How long that lasts, I don't know. I can see the point in it. I can see the idea behind doing it to bring back that colour, right? I wish people were more informed when they decide to buy this stuff in the first place. Alright then guys, so we've already cleaned this. I didn't get it on film. A bit miserable this morning. Pop that drain so the water runs down it there. Blocked off that garage of old wet kiln dried sand. This is the surface we're cleaning. Okay, I've already made a start. I didn't get it from the beginning. Not in a great mood today. But you can see there's like a line here where I've cleaned up to. It's coming up all right. I mean, I hate cleaning this stuff, if we're being entirely honest. I did mention it in the video, but yeah, there is like a significant difference when you clean it, obviously. Great. So I might just hook you up to my my surface cleaner, and you can watch me clean it that way. Ready? Here we go. In the bushes. In the bushes. Look at these angles over here. So I thought I'd show you. They also asked me to clean up these tables and chairs that are here. They're coming up pretty good. They've got a lot of liching on them. Like you can see all the white everywhere. I hope you can see that on the camera. But I thought I'd film it. It's coming up quite nice. So here we go. There we go. I've not cleaned something like this before, guys, so this is the first for me. I'm certain that is metal, but I don't know. I really don't know. I did ask. It sounds like metal with some kind of special coating on it. I don't know. They're very, very heavy. I know that. So here we go. I hope you can see that, guys. So like over here, my hand is like literally sliding across the table. When I go over here, it's getting stuck. There, straight away. So slidey, stuck in, sticking, stuck in, chicken. Here we go. So there's your end result. It always looks absolutely fantastic when it's wet. You know, the table as well, all of it. All the render, etc. Right. However, it will not last. I'm just having a cup of tea that they've just made me, and I'm going to get going again. I'm actually working incredibly slow today. Oh god! And the reason being is I've had a very bad start today, and my little boy's not well, and I've been trying to get hold of the doctors. Got through to them. They told me to call 111, the NHS helpline thing. Went through the triage, and then they decided to. They said that he needed to see a doctor within an hour, and that was roughly 3 hours ago. And my GP is supposed to be organising, like the on-call doctor's supposed to call you to organise like the you know, the next, well, the appointment to see him, sort of thing, you know. So yeah, that was 3 hours ago. No one's called me. I mean, that's the NHS, I suppose. It annoys me because, you know, everyone says it's free, but I have been paying taxes for like 20 years, so that's the best they can do, is it? Perhaps it is, I don't know. Right. This road that I'm parked on, I want your opinion on this actually, guys. The road I'm parked on, it is just gone 10 o'clock. It's a double yellow line, right, and you can't park on it between 10 and 11, right. Now I do have a bit of an idea about how the council works because I sort of used to do some work with the council, but am I parked on the road? I mean, my tyres are just hanging over the curb, I suppose, so if they wanted they could get me done for that. But in my opinion, I don't need to move because I'm actually on the footpath. Right, I am leaving a gap as well, or gap wide enough for people to get through. You can certainly get a wheelchair through there and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. I think I'm well within my rights to stay where I am. I mean, I'm not going to argue the toss with her if she asked me to move it, because when I filmed that one over there, she did make me move it. When I cleaned that driveway a couple of years back, she did make me move the my van. But then it was different because I was more parked in the road. Anyway, waiting for my tank to fill up. Got probably about another, I don't know, 20 minutes before I can start again. There's no point me starting until that tank's full. So what I'll do in between times, I'll go a wee, or yeah, we're about quarter full at the moment, so I refuel. I mean, I'm nowhere near out of fuel. I'm probably still got about half a tank left, so but I'll refuel anyway, right? And then by the time I've done all that, it would be time to play again, so I'll catch you in a bit when it start up. Alright then, this is now clean. I'll wait for it to dry out, which it almost is if you have a look here. It's just in these areas over there that it's not. I'll wait for that to dry out while I'm cleaning the back, and then I'll sand it and it'll all get done today. Lovely. It's great when you've got good weather. I won't film the back though, because it's just awkward out there, so just the front here, okay? Well, there it is, guys. Final product. Marvellous. I've done myself on this one. I really have. Impressed. I've impressed myself. I've impressed everyone on the street. They've all come out. They're talking about building a statue of me right here where I'm stood.
To Spring Gardens.
Rayleigh jet watching on our way home. Woo! Yeah, buddy! Yeah, buddy!
Onto Spring Gardens.
I'm excited for the weekend, guys. Can you tell? Woo! Family time!
In 200 yards,
Woo!
turn left onto Highway.
Woohoo! Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, please subscribe. If you haven't already, ask me a question, put a comment in the comment section, you know, or if you're looking to get some work done, get in contact. I will
Turn left
reply to
onto
you.
Highway, then your destination.
Bye!